Hey, alright, so what is up, everybody? It is the next morning. I don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday, I believe. Slept here in Camp Stormtrooper once again, and slept pretty well, actually. I'm getting used to this thing. But yeah, at least up in Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming, hotel rooms were not $50 anymore. They were $100, so I got one room up at the Little America. It was great. But I need to save a little bit of money, so I think I'm going to be camping out today. Well, last night, obviously, and probably tonight. Today's plan is to fill up the tank, go hit the bathroom, coffee, and hit the road. I'm going to go back down to Texas. I'm going to go back down to the Lubbock area. That's probably the best. It's that or like northern Montana. And I don't have a lot of time till I need to start thinking about getting home, so I'm going to get closer to home. I'm not going to go all the way up to Canada when I live down by Mexico. It's a long drive. So, yeah, I'm going to head back down to Texas. Texas has really been producing this whole time over the 2 weeks that I've been out here. I haven't been chasing every day. Yeah, Texas is just... it's been good. Colorado's been pretty good too. I spent a little bit of time up in Wyoming and didn't really pay off that much. Got my land spout yesterday, so got 1 week spinny thingy under my belt. Yeah, hopefully Texas will deliver today. I've got about a 7.5 hour drive. It is currently 8 o'clock, so yeah, it should get me there with enough time for the storms to initiate. It's always about afternoon. It happens at about 4 to 7 in that range. So, yeah, I should have time. Get down there, see if I can find a little singled out supercell if I'm lucky. Till then, I'm going to take care of my morning necessities, fill up the tank, and hit the road. So I will see you guys either on the road or in Texas. All right, see ya. So I'm on the road. Let me quiet this down a little bit. Got the world's best coffee. Love Pilot coffee. And I'm heading down south and decided to go ahead and look at the Storm Prediction Center and kind of the outlook. And they have a slight risk for the outlook down in Texas. Started looking at the HER model and wrap. Slowing down. Yeah, but looking at the models, I don't really see why. There isn't much going on. That might change a little bit later, but southwest Kansas really seems to be blowing up. So I have about 8 hours to think about it. Well, 7 hours to think about it. So I'm going to check it periodically as I'm going down and see if anything changes, see if anything starts looking better. But yeah, if you haven't noticed the trend a little bit, things change on the fly all the time, just depending on what's going on in the atmosphere and where the storms are being produced. So as of right now, already changing it from around Lubbock, Texas or so to western Kansas. I have not chased in Kansas yet, so that'll be good. I'm going to go find Dorothy and Toto. That's the plan. Alright, so back there I never got anything to eat. I'm driving through this little town right on the Kansas border, and I stopped in to get a drink and happened to notice that they have taco burgers. So I don't know, I have made many bad food choices so far, but this is a burger that has taco meat, cilantro, pico de gallo, a little cheese. I don't know, let's see. That's the bomb. Got guacamole on it. grilled buns. That's pretty dang good. I think they're onto something here. A little messy. Hey, so what's up? Just giving a little bit of an update here. Once I started going and I decided to go to Kansas, I looked up the Storm Prediction Center and their outlook for the day. They changed it from last night. It was kind of central Minnesota up to Canada, then a little spot down in Texas. That's why I was going to go to Texas. Looking at the models, it looked like Kansas was going to be better than Texas, so I chose Kansas. After I got on the road, I looked again at the Storm Prediction Center for today and their outlook, and they pulled it from northern Montana, not Minnesota, northern Montana, and they created one for Kansas exactly where I'm going to be at. I'm actually going to be like in the middle of the slight threat area. So that's definitely a big plus. One downfall is on my radar scope, looking at the closest, I believe it's Kansas City. Wichita, Topeka. It is, I can tell you what the call numbers are for it. KDDC, whatever that is. I am not sure. I'd have to look it up on the map, but it's regardless. The local radar is down, so I'm not getting up-to-date radar for that area. I can go to the one north of it, basically where I got my taco burgers. They have a radar office up there, a National Weather Service office, and it's barely touching the area where I'm going to be at. So I'll be able to use it, but it's not going to be ideal. It's never good that your area is all the way on the outside of the radar limits. Things get kind of distorted and you don't get real good readings, and I mean, you can kind of make out what they're saying, but yeah. Anyway, so that radar is down. Hopefully it gets back up. It was reading 942 was the last reading for it, and it is currently 1255, still reading 942. So hopefully they get that up. That's kind of an important one today. If not, I'm just going to be chasing with my eyes and kind of making the best of my knowledge, I guess, going about it that way. But yeah, hopefully they get the radar up. But the Storm Prediction Center is looking fairly promising today. The storms on the HER model are looking pretty promising and should be a good day. I'm really hoping so. It'd be nice to get 2 days in a row, kind of like when I started. Yeah, so I am kind of changing the area where I'm heading to. I'm going a little more north, passing my exit, actually like right around now to when I was going to go back down south. But I'm just going to continue straight, get on the main highway 83. And it seems like there's a lot of people there as well, so it should be on the right side of the storm, the good side of the storm. And that's about it. Just got to drive there. I'm going to have a little bit of wait time, so not a whole lot to talk about in the meantime. So I'll see you guys there. So yeah, I was talking about the weather station being down. Let's see if I can get this in time. Come on, get going, get going, get going. That up and working, it's still not working, so yeah, oh well, you know. So I guess this is a pretty good sign. I took a snapshot of all the chasers coming in. Dodge City is the weather station that I was looking for. That's KDDS, Dodge City. It's up and going, so that's awesome. It was starting to scare me there for a little bit, but yeah, well, here. I took a snapshot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to transfer everything over, so I'm going to show you. So on the blue dot, all the red dots are registered storm chasers. ones that are voluntarily showing their location. So there's a whole lot more. But there's a whole line coming down from the north and a whole line coming from the east. Everybody's coming from every neck of the woods to come chase this storm. It's looking really, really good. I'll show you whenever I stop, but there's like a chance of a derecho out of this. It starts out pretty mild, but it looks like a front or a, I think it'd be a high pressure system spinning clockwise. So I think that's a high pressure. But it really just kind of fuels it. It starts going to the north, and then it starts east, then it goes southeast, east, and it intensifies immensely. It goes into linear, which kind of sucks, but I think there's actually a pretty good chance for a tornado threat out of this. This storm looks like it's going to be no joke. One of the downfalls is I'm going to be chasing into the nighttime for sure. So this might get interesting. It might be a pretty busy night. Might be an active night. Might be a dangerous night. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and get over in here to Garden City. I'm going to camp out. That's going to give me some cell phone signal. I'm going to fill up the tank. I'm at about a half a tank, so I want a full tank for chasing tonight. Don't want to have to worry about taking off like I did last time to find gas and, you know, oh, well, the closest one's 112 miles away. So, yep, I'm going to start with a full tank. I'm going to start with a good positive attitude about this. And I think something's going to happen tonight. So, got my fingers crossed as always. That's about all you can do. Storm chasing's a little hit and miss. That's all I've learned. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into town, get set up, get everything prepared. I'm still full for my chili taco burgers that I got. So yeah, should be good to go other than that. Just going to go ahead and get up to date on all the models and everything while I have internet service, fill up the tanks, and get ready to go. Ready to go. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up? Just wanted to point something out real quick. Looking. You can see on the sign it says 159. So I get up to the pump to fill up. See, super unleaded, 279 and 259 for unleaded. Go back to the other pump. That's 159. So I almost filled up for a whole lot more than I needed to because I pulled up to the other one first. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up on the cheap stuff. Has better octane than most of the country. All right, so right now I got the microphone facing the other way, but hopefully you can still hear me. I might adjust it and make it sound right. I just wanted to kind of go over a couple things, show you what I'm looking at and kind of where I am and everything. So I'm just going to be putting this up to my phone. I know it's not the best picture, but it's pretty much all I got, so it's got to be what I work with. So, all right. Okay, so right there's where I'm at. That's Garden City. Far left is the west side of Kansas. Right up by the text up at the top is the north part, and down here is the south part. So that's kind of where I am in position in the state. This is currently what's going on. If I can click on something. So not a whole lot going on right now. Just a whole lot of storm chasers. Seems that Florida just got a tornado warning. Florida, North Carolina. All the warnings are pretty much on the East Coast right now. So I can get rid of that. So this is the COD site. This is 2 hours in. Now again, I'm going to do about the same position. If you saw where I was before, this is the west side of Kansas. That little blop right there, how that shows up, that's where I want to be. That's saying at 3 hours. I think that's 1 hour away. So here's what's going on with this storm. So 4 hours. It's not fully loaded yet, so I'm not going to get the full thing. 5 hours, 6, 7, 8, and you can see it starts going into the linear setup. I'm going to go back 1 run. Okay, I'm backing up 1 hour so I have the full run. And some reason it put me in Illinois. Central Great Plains. Alright, there we go. Here's Kansas. I'll zoom in a little bit. That's what I want. You can see how this thing grows into a basically monster storm right there. So that's almost derecho status right there. So basically, in short, it's going to be a long night. So it should fire up just south of me, a little bit west. I'm going to see if I can get on that. And then it kind of swirls around actually this way on the screen as you look at it, to the west, to the east, southeast. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm going to try to get on those first cells, stay to the south because it's going to kind of rotate. Then I'll be able to cut straight east and be able to intercept as the storm comes around. That's the plan as of now. I might end up going north. I might end up going to the South Pole. I don't know. Play it minute by minute doing this. See what the storms are doing and act accordingly. So acting accordingly right now, I'm going to head down south. I got a full tank. It was nice enough for this gas station. I went to the one across the street and it's closed. Everything's shut down, but they had good gas prices. Go figure. Filled up here, almost filled up for $2.79 or $2.75 a gallon, and then finally found $1.59. Then the shutoff doesn't work, so I was cleaning the windows and I heard a tidal wave coming out of the back of my car, and yeah, so that's that. I do know that it happens kind of often because they got kitty litter all over the place. It's like a small little kitty litter parking lot right there. So I covered everything up, cleaned up my mess. That sucks. Bad for the environment and my pocketbook. So anyway, yeah, I'm all set. I see the models I'm looking at. I was going through the dew points and everything. They're looking good. Helicity's okay. The Cape looks excellent. So all the perimeters are in place for a good storm tonight. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to get out of here, get south. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys soon. I was sitting here waiting. There was supposed to be a little linear line that goes out and then a couple bubble ups behind that, a little closer into where I was. Well, that linear line went severe storm warned, and just a minute ago went tornado warned. So I'm pretty far away from it because I wasn't expecting that to do anything. According to all the models, it wasn't going to. And yeah, so I am cheating a little bit. I passed a Storm Chase Tours van, and they just went flying by me in the direction I was thinking about going, which is back west. Still on the south part of the tornado warned storm, but it just kind of tipped me over the edge to say, yeah, that's probably the right choice to go do. So yeah, with that said, I'm heading out. This is what it's looking like. That's the warned storm over there. That's kind of where I'm going, as well as that back over there. So hopefully I'll get a little bit closer and I'm gonna get into position and try to get in front of one of these things. So yeah, I was heading west. Not much is happening with that storm, but the one that went tornado warned went back to a severe threat and kind of chilled out for a little bit, but it seems like it reorganized a bit and it went tornado warned again. So I'm about like halfway to that storm now. There's one straight out from me. The tornado warned storm's over here. And then behind me, I'm gonna back it off a little bit. Behind me, there's another one that's kind of organizing as well. Looks like it's getting a little bit of rotation. The van that I was following pulled off in front of that, and maybe I should have followed them. I don't want to be all up in people's business, though. They had a tour with them, so yeah, I don't want to be all up in everybody's business. But I might regret not hanging out kind of close by in the shadows, maybe, you know. I'm not too far away from them, but that storm's going to be going north towards me, and it's kind of organizing right now, so it's got a little ways to grow. It can happen fast, though. Like this storm here, within an hour, it came from nothing to clouds to hail, severe to tornado warn in about an hour. So if I get close to this storm that's torn warned right now, I know it's going to be crowded as hell. I already saw all the markers and stuff from everybody lined up on the road, but I don't care. If I get to see a tornado to throw me in the middle of 40,000 people, that's all good. So yeah, I got people flying out of these side roads, storm chasers. Yeah, I'm actually starting to kind of like the look of the one that's right in front of me right now. Out there. And it's the dot on the right. They just put up a severe warning for, I don't know, it's in the air. Oh, it looks like the storm's taking a hard right. So, yeah, I'll be directly in its path at that point. I've seen a couple storm chasers going south, too, so. Yeah, I don't know. We will see. I'm just going to pay attention and keep driving for now. Getting up next to the circulation on that big storm. Yeah, I was thinking, I mean, her model was saying it's going to make a direct right turn. So that's what it's doing right now. So I'm going to see if I can get in between these two storms and kind of stay in between them. But I got a clear view of the wall cloud and a nice rain-free base. And I might kind of hang around here actually at some point, but lots of storm chasers hanging out on the side of the road. All over the place. So, yeah, this is looking pretty good. Crazy cloud to ground lightning right now, too. All right, so yeah, another tornado warning just popped up. Starting to get into the rain a little bit, and they're both basically going right across the highway, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get on this highway. I could cut over a little bit earlier, but I'd rather a good highway at this point. So yeah, 2 tornado warnings, 2 severe threats, and I'm about to drive right into them both. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to see it much on this GoPro, especially on Super View, but there's a crazy inflow going into this over on the right where that lightning bolt was. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure what to do right now, actually. It's a good storm, and that little dot is a tornado signature. All that purple, dark purple and blue is severe hail, so, and it's coming pretty quick. There was a train, probably at 300 cars coming out of this storm frantically. So there's a reason why. But I got on it. I'm happy about that. Starting to fill in to be a little more high precipitation, which isn't good, but I think there's a good chance there's a tornado in this thing. Whether I want a chance destroying the car and all that kind of stuff, I don't know. I might test the limits a little bit, but it's down to 1 warning right now and it's putting a tornado signature on it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna bail out. If you can see on the radar, on the blue dot right there, the pink is vehicle destruction, and it's starting to come down with really big drops, so it's just a matter of time. I see a lot of the other chasers bugging out, but man, it looks good, and there's a lot of rotation in this storm. So I'm just gonna go down the road a little bit, get a better position, and jump back outside. All right, it's probably getting a little bit dark. I'm gonna try to light my face up a little bit. Yeah, it actually looks like really strong rotation south of here. So I'm gonna go try to hit that. This one's kind of dying out a little bit. Still has a TVS on it, but yeah, I'm gonna bug out on this one. Look at these people. Storm chasers galore. And I've been hearing they've just been pulling right out into traffic and everything. Look, it's people standing right on the road, 65 miles an hour. So, yeah, I'm sure this is a little bit dark, so that storm down south is looking good. I'm gonna jump on that. I'm gonna get back on the highway that took me north and go back south, and I already know there's a highway 27 or something like that that will take me right in a perfect position for that. And it looks sweet too. Hopefully I can get there in time. This rotation's crazy. I'm gonna show you the storm real quick that I'm going to. That one's got a lot of rotation in it, so I'm heading there. Everybody's still parked on the side right now. This craziness. I'm rushing. Killer rotation on that storm. It's not tornado threaded. I'm trying to get there as quick as I can. I got a freaking red light. Move down the road a little bit, and I am sitting under one seriously rotating storm. I shot a clip with my EOS R, so I will plug that in here, but it's almost scary standing underneath this, but it's very turbulent. I have a weird feeling there might be a tornado that drops off of this part of the storm. I don't know that. It's a weird hunch. I'm probably extremely wrong. But wow. The rotation in this, there's like 20 different swirls going on. I got to keep a close eye out. Oh, almost looks like a funnel cloud over there. All right, I'm gonna get my camera out and see what I can do. So now, lots of good rotation in that, and it's basically rain wrap, so it's a little too dangerous to try to get in there. There's another storm due east of me. I'm going to try to get onto that one. So it's got some good rotation in it, dropping some lightning. It looks like a high precipitation one as well, so there might be a tornado in the rain. That's not a good thing for me. There's people all up in its business though. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find one of these side roads to get up in its business and see what it's doing. I might take the main highway too. That's got it's a lot safer route. The other way is going to be a dirt road. And if it drops some rain and it gets muddy, or if I don't have a proper way to get out of there, it's just safer to take asphalt. So I might try that, but it is going north. It's almost parallel with me. That one over there, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to get up on its back side or something like that, or don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and drive for now though. So yeah, good news. That road, the shortcut road, is paved. So it didn't look like it was, but it is. And just a few grain trucks and stuff like that, and some farms out here. So yeah, I'm gonna be able to go right in. It almost looks like a TVS on this other storm too. Yeah, lots of traffic, lots of trucks. I am in cow land. We got cows. Sorry, I had to say it. And there it goes. It goes to dirt. Still going to stay on it. I think it goes all the way through and it tees to where I can get back onto the highway, but it'll give me some distance from the hill behind me and get me a little closer to this other storm as well. There's a lot of dust up here. I'm going to pay attention for a little bit. And I'm on dirt. All right. If you can see me, I'm going to face the light a little bit. Kind of playing leapfrog with a couple other chasers here. It looks incredible, absolutely incredible, but you know what? It's turbulent. It's not really rotating the right way, and I don't know if it's going to drop right here. If it does. So I'm going to give myself a little distance, get around to another storm in between this one and another one, so I'll have both directions to shoot if I want, and try that out. Awesome storm though. There's a big storm afoot. Crazy structure, lightning, lots of rotation. Can't tell if there's any tornadoes that have dropped though. There's a signature like deep in the rain. So I'm not even playing with that. But yeah, the structure's freaking killer. I got all kinds of pictures just a minute ago. So I'm on gravel doing high speed, so I'm gonna put both hands on the wheel and drive. Yeah, try to get some light on me again. It's getting darker and darker. Yeah, got a lot of good shots on that supercell. Kind of a mothership, alien ship looking thing. Absolutely awesome. Pitch black underneath, nice blue stripe going through it. Can't wait to get it on the computer and see what it looks like full size. Oh, windy. But now there is a new cell kind of kicking up just south, so I'm running out to get that one. Low precipitation right now. It's already got kind of a wall cloud drop down on it. And a little nipple, looks like, so yeah, I'm gonna get over there ASAP. That last storm was phenomenal though. Absolute craziness with all the people. Hundreds and hundreds of people coming to check out that storm. So it'll be kind of nice. There's less people on this one. I think some of the people are gonna ditch off of that one and go into this. We got another tornado warning, but deep in the hill core. So, nah, not for me, not yet. Not this car. Trying to keep it nice and clean, dent free. Trying. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and run. I'll show you the storms. I'm gonna go hit those and see what I can make out of that. I'm under one of the storms. Got some really nice rotation. I can see the inflow notch on it. It's got a nice tail cloud coming in for the inflow. Everything's kind of lining up pretty good on this, so God, I hope this happens. I hope it happens. It's looking almost perfect. Plus right next to it's a real low lowering with the tiny little wall cloud on it too, so this just kicked up, the low level jets just kicked in. It hasn't gotten tornado warned yet, but I'm expecting that about any second. But yeah, this one is looking really good, so. I am under the thing right now. Lightning is crazy and right on top of me, so I'm not going to hang out outside. But for super view on a GoPro, you got to see this thing rotate for a second. That's insane. Yeah, no tornado warning on it or anything, but yeah, the rotation's great. It's actually dying down a little bit, but there were some single rotations within this system that I had high hopes for, but not this storm. Might be a long night. We'll see. Storm went tornado warned. I am going to head over a little bit to where the winds are a little better, but I'm not far from it, but it's a little bit kind of behind me. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the road and get a little bit closer. I'm calling it a night. That last storm, it looks like it dropped a couple lowerings out of the clouds. Don't know if I'd call it quite a funnel, but it was rotating, and there were some little vortices spinning around with it, so it had the potential. I dropped down south to hit the other storm, and it was just wind, hail, wind, lots of lightning. But it never did anything. It went severe, but no rotation in the storm or anything like that. Yeah, so no tornado. I was really kind of hoping it would happen today, but yeah, it didn't happen today. There's always tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last day out here, and I'm going to drop down to Texas, I believe. That's what's looking good right now. Texas is kind of paid out so far. Like Colorado's been doing good. Texas has always done good. So, yeah, I'm at a truck stop right now. I'm going to camp out for the night. Wake up in the morning, run over and get some Subway or some sort of breakfast, and I'm about 5.5 hours down to Wichita Falls type area. And that's where it's supposed to happen tomorrow. So that's going to be Friday. I got to be back at work by Monday, and I got a day and a half at least drive home. So that'll be it. Yeah, I'll chase tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, maybe start driving back a little bit tomorrow night. Spend all day Saturday driving and get back Sunday morning, hopefully. So, yeah, tomorrow's last shot. But you know what? I got some epic stuff today. Some epic chasing. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I kind of liked it. It was very cool. Very different. I expected a lot of storm chasers, and I got a lot of storm chasers of every walk of life. But it was a lot of fun. Got some nice epic structure. Got to see some serious rotation in storms. Got an awesome lightning shot. Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day. I wish I would have gotten a tornado, but it's the way it goes. If I was to get one my first time out, I would be absolutely stoked. I wasn't expecting it, but hey, you never know. I mean, I put enough research and learning and stuff like that to where I was putting myself on the right spot. And as a matter of fact, there were some tours and professional chasers out there that, like I mentioned before with the van, that van would end up pulling up behind me, or they'd go park across the street or something like that. So I was beating them to the spots, and just nothing really happened. There was one tornado buried deep in the hail core. I saw one faint picture of it. I'm sure there's going to be more out there, but nothing I wanted to deal with, at least not in this car and with my experience. Maybe next time it might go that far, but yeah, I'm not out to destroy a car or anything like that. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pack it up. Well, I'm pretty much done packing up. Got all my gear put away and reorganized and stuff like that. I'm going to camp out for the night, and we'll do it all again tomorrow. All right, I'll see you then. That's hot. All right, good morning, everybody. Last day of chasing. So I woke up, I slept in Camp Stormtrooper again, and slept pretty good actually, a good solid 7 hours. So not bad. Woke up, my right leg was completely numb. Had to roll over and shake it for a little bit and get some blood circulating. But other than that, slept pretty good. So, yep, storms rolled out of the Kansas area where I'm at today, and the Storm Prediction Center changed it up a little bit and put an enhanced risk on eastern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, and Arkansas. So as it's going to be a little bit of a drive to get home after that, I'm still going, because last night was completely bonkers. Craziness. So yeah, I am heading to basically Wichita Falls, and I'm going to target from that area over towards Dallas up to Oklahoma along the Red River. So it's a little bit of a drive. My GPS doesn't even tell me. Well, it says 140, so 7-hour drive away from home. So yeah, that's the plan. Not going to be a whole lot to talk about on that 7-hour drive. I might chime in here or there, but I'm going to be heading in that direction, and hopefully tonight's pretty good. There's a lot of good things going on the SPC. The Cape is supposed to be up towards 4,000 joules, which is extremely good. Tornadoes can form at about 1,000, so I think there might be a chance of some tornadoes. It's going to be another linear system, which kind of sucks. I'd rather get an isolated storm, get that classic supercell. I really kind of wanted to see a hook echo, you know, something like that, but they're just kind of messy, a little more random. Probably not as random as I think, because I'm new. But anyway, good morning. Hope everybody's having a good day, and I will see you guys on the Red River. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I changed my plans a little bit. Go figure. Instead of going to Wichita Falls, it seems like everything in that area was going north and east a little bit. So it's going to be into the Oklahoma area, which is really, really close to Wichita Falls, and then east. So that was going to put me pretty much into like East Oklahoma, Northeast Oklahoma, and I got to bug out and start heading back tomorrow. So that was a long drive. I was looking at pretty much all over the state, and there's a place just off of Dallas-Fort Worth. When I look at the radar, there's like always a storm there. I don't really know why. Kind of curious to find out, but I decided to head down there instead. A little further south, a little further west, a little bit closer to home. Not that I'm taking the easy way out or anything on this one, but it blows up in a few hours. I don't know which way to go. I think this is right. Yeah, so anyway, that storm's gonna blow up, and it's already kind of active right now. So let me close this up. If that dies down, or when it dies down, which it will, it looks to last a couple hours at least. Pretty much everywhere in the vicinity, about 45 minutes, maybe an hour away, are just multiple solitude cells. So I'm kind of banking on that. Up in Oklahoma is linear. It's just a line. Everything's connected together. And it's not as good photogenically. And if I remember right, it's a little harder for cells to develop to the strength to create tornadoes, because they kind of pull off of each other and feed off each other at the same time. But when it's by itself, that's what your textbook supercell is just a cell on its own. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attack that. It's not too exciting right now. Hopefully it gets a little more exciting, and if not, I'm going to have some options in this area. So if I get up on the storm, I'll go ahead and get back with you guys then, and stay tuned. All right, hey, real quick, just show you what I was talking about before on the radar. This is her model. I know this kind of sucks as an example, but right there is kind of what I was looking at. And it seems to do pretty good, but if that does die out, which is looking strong, there's plenty going on for the next 7 hours. So nothing's happening too much. I was looking at the geos, I guess it is, the satellite for the clouds and stuff, and it seems like they're just popping out and fizzling real quick. It's not really doing what this is saying it's supposed to do. So I'm gonna hang out for a little bit and see kind of what develops and what changes. I might grab some lunch or something. Yeah, 1:30. It's 3:30 here, so I think I ate at about 10, 11 o'clock this morning. So yeah, that might kill a little bit of time, and I'll go from there. Got down here to I-40, pretty much the target area I was looking for, and made the decision on this at about 9 in the morning, and it looked like about 2-3 hours the storm was going to blow up. Then the next hour refresh on the models, still 2-3 hours. So I've been checking in about every hour, and it says about 2-3 hours out. 9 o'clock would be 11 o'clock for the storms to go. 12 would be 2-3 o'clock. 3 would be 6 o'clock. Now it's 5 o'clock, and now it's saying it's going to happen at 6 or 7 o'clock. So storms fired up in Wichita Falls, which is where I was originally going to go. They fired up down in Houston going into Louisiana, which I'm not going that far. I'm not going up into Oklahoma either, though I'm not very far from it. Though I'm not very far from Oklahoma, I'm still not going back up there. It's 2-3 hours at least. And being 5 o'clock, that's going to put it at 8 o'clock. So I've got all my chips on the table for this one storm, and I mean, it looks pretty good. Not a gigantic storm, but 0 doesn't really count. And it looks like it's going to be pretty good if this can go. Yeah, if you're even able to see that. So, and it's this storm up here. See, now instead of it going east, it's showing that it goes north, which is where I just came from. So I'm going to wait till I see some clouds, and I am not seeing a whole lot right now. It does look like, nah, I don't see much right now. Basically looks like a Simpsons sky from the cartoon, if you know what that is. So, yeah, I'm going to wait and see if anything happens. Hopefully something does. And that'll be it for now. I'm just going to wait. Hopefully I get something to chase tonight. It's my last night to chase. Maybe I should have played it safe and just spent the time and gone up to Oklahoma and Arkansas area, but yeah. All right, so we'll see here in a little bit. So yeah, I've been sitting down here for a few hours and just nothing is developing. Up at Wichita Falls, there is a supercell up there right now. I don't know if it's going to be producing anything, but that kind of looks like all that's going to go on. There's a couple little pop-ups that are said to be in the future, but I'm looking at the satellite, and what's popping up is dying fast. It's catching some high-level winds and just shooting across the state. So, I mean, that's going to be nothing. If there was more substance down below, maybe something would happen. But, yeah, I mean, there's kind of a storm cloud right there, but it's just not doing much. Yeah, I guess Nebraska had a short funnel, maybe a tornado up there. Somebody said a tornado forming, so probably a funnel. And, you know, Wichita Falls. And if you're over on the Arkansas border right now, might be kind of good, but just not a lot going on. There is a chance. There's a couple hot spots on the way back towards Arizona, and I'm just going to keep an eye on those spots. I think I'm going to start driving tonight. Got a long drive to get back to Arizona, and yeah, I think I'm going to start that process. Maybe later on tonight I might catch a storm, or tomorrow, I'm not sure. Probably not. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start that process. What's up, everybody? As you can see, I got a nice clean shirt on. I still need to take a shower in a bad way. Like you needed to know that. But I am heading back. I am almost in Arizona. I'm going through New Mexico right now. Heading back home. Last night, nothing really. The storm I was first looking at over there, well, second, never happened. I started at 9 in the morning. Nothing. 10, nothing. Then finally, I think it was about 7 or 8 o'clock at night, the storm finally boiled up real quick, dropped a whole bunch of rain, a little bit of hail, and then just fizzled. Wichita Falls, on the other hand, went nuts. And that was my first target, and I decided, well, I'm just going to catch maybe one last cell and kind of start heading back west a little bit, because I'm going to need a day or so to kind of recoup and get my bearings together for work and just kind of all that stuff. So I wanted to get back with at least a day to do that. It's Saturday going into afternoon right now, and that'll give me a little bit of tonight, and then tomorrow do some laundry and all that kind of stuff, and then Monday I'm right back to work at 2 a.m. So, but that storm up at Wichita Falls went nuts. It ended up dropping a beautiful tornado in the daytime. It went tornado warned in a couple different spots, I think 5 or 6 times. So it's very, very active. I've only seen one shot of one tornado out of it, so they might have been rain wrapped, hard to get to or something like that. So maybe I didn't miss a whole lot there. I would have liked to have thought that I would have been in the right place at the right time to catch that one, but this is my first time out here. It's my first experience with it. So on that note, I've been out here for 2 weeks now. I went home last weekend to do a camping trip with my girlfriend and some friends, which was an awesome experience. It was just kind of nice to get out of the Kia for a little bit, but it was still go home, turn around, do a road trip up north into the pine trees, sleep uncomfortably, not as comfortable as my bed at home, then turn around, road trip back home, and sleep real quick, hop in the Kia, the Stormtrooper again, and then hit the road. So it wasn't really a break or anything like that. It was just kind of change it up, which was nice. That was real nice. I like that. But anyway, being this was my first time out, I thought it was a great experience. I thought that I learned a lot. I learned a lot through experience. Being out there, being in the mix of everything, being on tornado-warned storms. The experience with the storm chasers was excellent. I kind of thought there would be a little more douchebaggery, if I could put that word out there, if that's even a word. I like to use it though. But yeah, I could really see a lot of egos and things like that with some of these different storm chasers. And there might be some out there, but not what I experienced. Every interaction that I had with other storm chasers was an A+ interaction. I had nothing but good things to say about it. Everybody was kind, polite. The insane traffic was insane, but it was organized. People kind of knew what they were doing. Nobody was blocking the road sideways or anything. I mean, everybody was kind of doing the right thing, at least in my eyes. That might change down the road. I might have some different experiences with that, but I had an absolutely awesome time. Wouldn't change it for the world. There's things that I got to see over the last couple weeks that most people will never see in their lifetime. Even though I did not get the epic tornado, I didn't get the epic the Kansas storm that I was sitting under. That was absolutely incredible. What was also incredible was 15 miles away getting a shot of the storm itself. And the structure on that was just, might be one of the best of the year. I didn't get a picture of that, but I got an experience out of it. I experienced something for the first time. There were other people that were right under that cell as well that were kind of there for the experience. And actually there's another storm chaser from Tucson, Arizona here that was probably, I don't know, within 100 feet of me, according to the video that they posted up. It's just about the exact same video that I have, the same perspective and everything. But 900 miles away, we're sitting in the exact same spot, doing the exact same thing, which is a pretty cool thing. And I missed them, but I saw their video and been in contact. So I think my decision making, putting my experience in what I've learned over the last year or so, I really dug into it for the last year of learning how to do this, and what to do, and stuff like that. I think my decisions were good. I think that when I would pick a target, I'm mostly basing this off of Kansas, because that's when I had interactions and I got to see what other people were doing. My targets in the areas that I wanted to put myself, I think, were spot on. There were the first storm, that ground scraping storm that came in. There were some people that were going into the core, and there was a small tornado there, but it wasn't really worth it. I've seen multiple videos of windshields getting blown out, cars getting dented and stuff like that, of people driving in that. So yeah, that would have been a better target, but would it have? There was a couple times, as I mentioned before, that I passed. It was a couple different storm chasing crews doing the tours, and I went to go follow that van, and they pulled off. And I'm like, I'm sticking to what I was thinking, and I kept going straight and drove down the road, parked in, and then sure enough, about a half an hour later, who pulls in behind me? The storm chasing tour. So that's kind of matching, not really matching wits. They're much more wise than I am, much more experienced, but we were kind of picking the same target. They probably pulled over to check radar and stuff like that, or I don't know what they were doing, but yeah, they ended up going to the same places, but I was getting there first. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm picking the right spots. And that happened multiple times. I had the News Channel 9 weather tracker or whatever it was. I wish I would have gotten a video of it. That would have been cool. But they were pulling in right behind me on a lot of places too. So yeah, just kind of picking the right spots, and a pat on the back for myself on that. I'm pretty happy about that. I got to put my knowledge to experience and put everything to the test on forecasting and predicting and basic forecasting, in storm spotting, pretty much just everything in that storm chaser realm of what you do out there when you're chasing storms. Put it all to the test, and I feel that I did pretty good. I feel that I was able to put myself at the right spot, the right target, I missed a couple spots, but those were about 50-50. There was a lot of people going where I was and a lot of people going to a different spot. And one or two times that other spot panned out to be a little bit better. Not tornadoes, but better structure and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm happy about that. That's awesome. I'm going to take this experience and move on, make it a better time next year. I'm definitely going to be going back. I could definitely see being hooked. If I saw a nice visibility, clear, low precipitation tornado, and I was able to get close to it, I don't think I'd ever be the same person again. I want that to happen. I want that change in my life. I want that change in my mentality. I want to have that burned visual memory in my head that's going to keep me going back. And I'm almost there right now. I mean, the things that I experienced this time, I'm already talking about next year and planning my vacation around the same time. So I'm going to have another video coming up. I'm absolutely sure about that. I think my girlfriend's going to come with me next time and do a duo. I think it'd be a little bit better. I would like to get a couple electronics, like a signal booster for my phone. I want to get possibly an air card to be able to have a laptop up and going, running radar and things like that. Especially doing two people, I'll be able to sit over in the passenger side and figure out where everything is going to go down and do more of that part of it instead of the driving. It's kind of hard doing both. I would actually drive for a while, pull over, and check some stuff. And every once in a while, I can do it on the fly as I'm going down the road. So, all right, I'm not going to let this go on too long, but I just wanted to say, yeah, that was an awesome time. Super glad I did it. It burned up 2 weeks of my vacation, and I'd do it again. I don't know if I'm going to go 2 weeks next time, but I had a really great time. I appreciate everybody for coming along with me on this journey. Pretty happy with the stuff that I got to video. There was a couple things that I didn't get to video. I apologize about the loss of audio on that one clip. That sucks, but I'm going to make the best of it. I haven't even seen it yet, but I know that happened. So yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and close. Again, thanks for coming along on this journey with me. And yeah, if you like this and like photography, like storm photography, wildlife photography, hit that subscribe button. Share these videos if you know somebody that would be interested in storm chasing or maybe getting out there for the first time, on what it might be like going out for the first time. Share this video with them. Share any of these videos with them. And I would definitely appreciate that. Hit that like button. That always helps out my videos. And I'm going to close with that. So I will see you guys next time. The next little photography adventure that I go on. See ya.